Welcome to Learn with Sam and Ash. I'm Sam and today we're going to see how to write a bar chart. Sometimes it's also called bar graph. Don't worry about it. Both are correct. This is a sample answer provided by Cambridge. I'm going to explain it. So it can fetch you 9 points if you write similar answer. Don't try to mug it up though. Now, before we proceed, you can send your recordings as well as your writing for feedback on this number. Just mention that I'm here for IELTS feedback. I'll definitely reply. One more thing before we proceed to the main question now. Structure and tips are being explained in other video, which I've already uploaded long time ago. If you have not watched it, please click on the link below in the description. Not just that video, I've uploaded the full playlist for the whole course. This is extra. These are like samples. All right, click on the link and you can watch the full playlist as well. Now let's get back to the question, which is for bar chart or bar graph. So we are in the presentation mode. Here we're going to talk about the question as well as the answer. Let's see the question. Before we read the question, we always have instructions. The instructions are you should spend about 20 minutes in the task. In the previous video we have shown, that is the structure video for writing, that IELTS writing consists of 2 parts. Part 1 is of 20 minutes, part 2 for 40 minutes. But you have same time for them as 60, as in you can choose as much as the time you want for part 1. It's just they recommend that you write 20 minutes. Okay, because here you have to write 150 words, here minimum you write 250 words. If you are not able to write reports properly, I would say go for 30 minutes and 30 minutes. But this is recommended time. Now this is the main question here. The chart below gives information on the percentage of British people giving money to charity by the age range for the years 1990 and 2010. On the left, you can see left below the bar chart or the bar graph. There are more instructions, don't worry. Instructions are summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparison where relevant. Every question will have this information for sure. These are called instructions. And also write at least 150 words. One of the criteria for writing. For part 1, it is minimum 150 words. That means 150 plus you have to write. If it is 149, you will get penalty. Let's get to the answer. We'll keep the image here always so that you can connect with the answer. The first sentence can be considered a single paragraph. Here we mention what the chart or the graph, whatever it is, explains or examines or illustrates. Here we say that the chart examines the level of donation among people of different ages in Britain. So you can see the same thing in question, you paraphrase it. Second paragraph starts with the first line as, overall, a greater percentage of British people gave money to charity in 1990 than in 2010. This is kind of an interesting and overall information that you can have in the beginning of your paragraph 2. Okay. Moreover, you can also add, however, across the 2 years, the pattern differs before and after the age of 50. Something more informative, but not overall. All right, something like spicy information, I would say. Keep your letter or the report interesting. Let's move to the next paragraph. As you can see, every paragraph is written in color code. So we have color change in every paragraph. In 1990, 42% of the 36 to 50 age group made charitable donations. You can see here in 1990, that is the orange color, and 36 to 50 is the highest. You can see here, this is the highest. And this figure is the highest on the chart. Important information comes always the first. The 18 to 25s contributed the least at only 17%. This is contrasting information. If you remember from the question, they mentioned that compare and contrast wherever relevant. It is relevant here when we mention the highest ones. We also mention the lowest ones. Okay. By 2010, these figures had fallen significantly to 35% and 7% respectively. Now, where is this information? 2010 means green, and they mentioned that these figures have gone down, for both 35% and 7%. Now, this paragraph was about what is the highest, what is the lowest. So you're seeing a pattern, right? You're figuring out a pattern. First paragraph can be about the introduction of the graph. Second paragraph can be about the overall information. Third paragraph can be compare and contrast of the highest and the lowest information. Right. The level of donation from 26 to 35 age group also experienced a decrease in 2010 from 31% to 24%. Now you see what is happening here. This is just compare and contrast information. Right. Finally, the last paragraph, which can be an interesting information. While donations up to the age of 50 declined across 2 years, they rose among 51 to 65 age group from 35% and nearly 40%, which was the highest percentage for 2010. Now, this is some extra information you have provided in the last paragraph. And the last sentence would be the figure for the overall over 65s was lower than this at 35%, but it was still a little higher than 1990s figure of 32%. What they have tried to do is they have provided information, whatever is provided here, in an interesting way. Now there are two things. First one, how to check if you have written an amazing bar chart. Answer for the amazing bar chart. If I read the answer here, the oral answer, I should be able to draw the bar chart without even looking into it. You know what I mean? Your description should be amazing. Second, we have something called percentage and something called percent. So percent we use when we have a number before that. So when I say this one, 20%, I cannot say 20 percentage. But if it is something like greater or larger, I use percentage. So here it is greater percentage, but if it is 20, I call it 20%. So remember the difference between percentage and percent, because in bar graphs, bar charts and line graphs, you will get a lot of percentage value. Okay. This was the answer, I would say the model answer provided by Cambridge, which can get 9 bands. Right. The reason for that is they follow all the criteria. That is task achievement, coherence and cohesion, lexical resource, and finally grammatical range and accuracy. If you don't know what these things are, please watch the video provided in the description. These are the tips and tricks and the criteria explained properly. The video has explained properly. Now, you should also see that the vocabulary is pretty clear and is also on the point. Hence, lexical resource, which is vocabulary, is also fulfilled. I hope you understand the answer. You can also send your answer to the number which I have provided in the other part of the video. Good luck. This was your sample for a bar chart which can fetch you 9 bands. As it was provided by Cambridge, it can definitely do that. Alright. So if you write similar answer, similar grammar range, or a similar vocabulary, that is lexical resource, you can also get that. Hence, if you want, you can send such answers or any answer on this number. Don't forget to mention this is for IELTS feedback. I'll reply within the same day and you will get suggestions for all the 4 criteria of writing. And yeah, if you don't know the criteria for writing, link has been provided in the description. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe. Learn with Sam and Ash. Have a nice time. Goodbye.